This is the newsletter for June 26th, 2024. This is Kim Sue Acupuncture. Thank you for joining me. First, a few business and marketing items before we get into the research on Moxa and low white blood cell count in chemo patients. Throughout the summer, I am running weekly specials, so all my services for this week are reduced down to $70. So any breath work, any counseling, movement, nutrition, acupuncture, each of those is $70. 4th of July hours, Monday and Tuesday, July 1st and July 2nd only. I'm closed the rest of the week. I'll be here from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. Some of those spots are already filled, so I think you had better book your session now while you can. I'm starting to advertise locally, and I want to keep it super local, so if you know of anyone who owns a cafe or a food truck, a bookstore, a rehearsal or dance or martial arts studio, or any kind of customer-based service or business in Brooklyn, preferably along the L and M lines, or in Queens along the L and M lines, please refer that person to me if they're interested in hosting one of my modest ads for a monthly fee. I'm also open to using branded bags or cups or supplying branded yoga mats, or if they have other ideas, I'm wide open. Thank you very much. And if you'd like to receive my Kim Sue Healing newsletters, please send me an email. My email is kim@kimsueacu.com. And this is where I share information and research on lifestyle medicine, movement, and spiritual and subconscious work. I send those newsletters out about every other week, and I am especially proud and excited about the one I sent yesterday, which listed 4 at-home resources for recovering from CPTSD or any trauma, as well as my big 3 movements to rehab the shoulder and to keep it strong and dependable. Most acu people are not so interested in that level of lifestyle medicine, at least in terms of getting in a newsletter or a social media post, and it's cool, but I do want to ask periodically so I can help more people and build that part of my business. I have seen those modalities change lives. Thank you. Now on to the healing, which is what we're all really here for. Welcome. This week I want to tell you about the research and some of my experiences with acupuncture and Moxa in the treatment of cancer and complications related to cancer, chemotherapy, and other cancer treatments. Research confirms what we have known all along, that acupuncture and Moxa increase white blood cell count, platelet count, quality of life markers, and reduce inflammation, nausea, severe fatigue, and other symptoms. Moxa increases white blood cell count in chemo patients. It's now established in a randomized controlled trial that Moxa raises white blood cell count. You can check out the research article or my commentary on it through the link in the bio, which will take you to my blog, kimsueacu.com. To cite just one of the articles I'm currently digging into, the main concern during chemo regarding low white blood cell count is that if the numbers fall too low, the patient may be forced to stop chemo treatment until the numbers come back up. Most people will do anything to keep their white blood cell count within normal range because they do not want to have to repeat a course of chemotherapy with all its toxicity, its damage to the healthy tissues of the body, and its crippling effects on our lifestyle. My father, who passed away after a 3-year battle with colon cancer, said that if he could do it over again, he would have let the disease run its course and have what little time he could as himself without chemotherapy. Such was his suffering during chemo, he would have rather avoided it and died sooner. Many people feel this way, including myself. But some people are ready for the fight, and they do want the full course of chemo, and for them, they're also concerned greatly about other effects of chemo which can be debilitating. According to those who have gone through it, the worst experience is severe fatigue, followed by nausea, followed by vomiting and gastric upset. Not far behind are complaints about frequent colds and flus. Chemo patients with low white blood cell count also get infections more frequently because of their impaired immunity and the high stress they are under. Moxa and acupuncture treat all of these symptoms, and in the case of low white blood cell count, nausea, and lowered immunity, Moxa actually works better than the medications doctors give you for these symptoms and conditions. And taking fewer toxic medications during chemo is what everyone wants and needs. And research articles also show that patient survival and remission rates can be as high as 1 out of 5, that's about 20%, for those who use Acu and Moxa compared to those who do not. That's a 20% increase in your chances of survival, remission, or increase in your quality of life. The bottom line is that acupuncture and moxa can mean the difference between your surviving or dying of cancer. Please forward this newsletter to someone who is getting or about to get treatment for cancer. Even if they are not in my service area, I am happy to email them the information and research so that they know what their options are. I'll also include a PDF on how to talk to your oncologist or your acupuncturist about moxa, acu, and what role it can play in your healing. I wish you all peace from me, your skilled and sincere caregiver, who struggles to balance the capitalist demands of the world I find myself in without being about this world, swimming and sometimes treading in a tide that pulls me closer and then further from my own spirit. And what I learned during all of that about taking care of myself is yours through acupuncture, through lifestyle medicine, and self-care. Therefore, if you know someone who could use my services, acupuncture, moxa, bone setting, breathwork, movement therapies and training, ADHD, executive function, self-regulation coaching, metabolic healing, please send them my way. I promise to take good care of them. By the way, I am leaving the terms client and patient behind. Instead, I'm going to start using only terms I relate to: people, person, individual, friend. Good luck on your healing journey, everyone. I love you. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like a couple of the videos there. My YouTube channel URL, if you go to YouTube and you just put in Kim Soo Acu, KIMSOOACU, and the channel is growing but very slowly, and I could really use your support. So thank you very much.